Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. So I went over the spirit, right? To spear something, power, pow ear. And the fact that I'm from the most masculine line. People more masculine than Mike Tyson. Significantly more masculine than Kimbo Slice. The essence of masculinity, vir and virtue in his man, while being the top martial artist as well. Character, hand-to-hand combat. The heart, the spirit. Now, first I'd like to say I don't care how tall someone is. I don't care what race someone is. Any more than a righteous man should. But it is impossible to miss that I'm shunned while I'm tall, dark, and handsome historically. Hand of God, something, some total. See lean, right? Clean. See lean. Who in ancient history are associated with being clean more than Egyptians? Not the Romans, not the Greeks. Think about it. They're known for their sexual immorality in a way that is not so clean. Their deities, Pan, dirty. And Pan means all for all the Greco-Roman deities. So you can rule them out. Who in the ancient world made that extra push to be clean, and why? And that extra push to have purified water, and why? Because martial arts is the most demanding exercise. You sweat a lot, right? But you sweat out toxins, and you're like scrubbing your body and your soul of wickedness when done correctly. That's why they came up with foreshadowing and used they came up with the wordplay there. And shadow psychology and shadowing. If we look at the word shadowing, in it are several things scrambled. Has, odd, wing, had, so, wing. See, there's the wing that traverses, figuratively, it's a figurative wing because of the role that birds play in delivering the message of God, the patterns of nature, flying through the heavens, so to speak, the sky, the way it has about it, the spirit, so on and so forth, the sun. So it had the wing that traverses the spiritual realm to God, like an angel. And then there's the kind of bat wing, is how they would describe it, right? The dark wing of the devils. So shadow psychology is about shadowing. It's the reason why the Nazis, when the Bible, they make the most of the Jews the antagonists, they make the Romans the antagonist. The Nazis took on the spirit of Rome openly, really. They were neo-Romans. And you had the shadow of the sun with the swastika. You had the shadow of the falcon. Why? Because like the people they were mad at, the types of people rather, they worshiped the devil. It was the Romans and the Jews that killed Jesus. If someone handed you a gun and said, shoot that person there, are they innocent? No. If someone says, crucify him, he's not the king of the Jews, give us Barabbas. Well, they're talking about the most righteous person ever, why they've been trying to stone him the whole story, are they innocent? No. If some dumb fuck that has the biggest and most powerful army in the world at the time, so to speak, if for nothing else, lets a small handful of ruffians convince him to crucify the Son of God, is he innocent? Is the nation that gave him that position innocent? With the same scale, we can look at how things are connected and see the whole world is guilty of screening me out, is guilty of cheating me. So obviously I've declared incorrectly that all their marriages are invalid and their offspring's marriages are invalid and they'll be cut off from God when my flesh dies. Now tell me, who won? For those of you who don't like what I just said, go to Luke 11:45. One of the experts in the law answered him, Teacher, when you say these things, you insult us also. Did Jesus stop? No. He went on to tell them about themselves as well. Did God send me here to make sure I didn't insult anybody? Or to declare God's verdict as the top martial artist ever possible? If you told even a racist white kid, a racist Jewish kid, a racist LGBT child, and you said to them, a black man from the blackest and toughest race on the planet, who's the top martial artist ever, declared God's verdict while everyone else was conforming. Who the fuck do you think he would think is chosen? The dime a dozen? Walk in the broad path, conform to the world, and pretend you're holy types? Or the top? Or the top martial artist who had them tail tucked with his top martial artist challenge? In the spirits of those who resorted to pestering me. They couldn't beat me even though they were covertly drugging me. All they have accomplished is covertly bugging me.